recognizing me. Today's hearing, Mr. Chairman, is yet another unfortunate attempt by my colleagues on the other side of the aisle to roll back the Patient's Bill of Rights, which is included in the Affordable Care Act. There's been continuing opposition to both proposals and attempts to destroy it in every possible way, including by delay and outright repeal in whole or in part. The bills before us today would strip historic reforms that protect consumers, and it is going to leave us in a situation where the things that we have done to assure and protect the rights of Americans' consuming public are stripped away in a most unfortunate way. The intent of the medical loss requirement is to ensure that consumers know that money coming out of their paychecks each month for health care is going to go for quality care, not to line the pockets of the insurance companies. This provision is going to benefit countless Americans. It is going to, according to HHS estimates, see to it that nearly 75 million people are in health plans that will be subject to new requirements, and up to 9 million Americans will be eligible for rebates next year. Costs to the government that we pay for health care will go down because of the things under attack in this committee today. The requirements that we are making are safe, effective, and achievable. The same is true here also of the grandfather health plan regulation. Preventing enforcement of this regulation allows abhorrent and false claims to be made by the other side for no reason other than political rancor. We cannot allow the public to be misled this way. Even worse, preventing the grandfathered health plan rule to move forward would be to remove a trigger for health plans to lose grandfather status if they cut benefits, increase co-payments or premiums, or make changes in annual limits. These two bills are a direct and unfortunate assault on the sick, the elderly, and the disabled, who deserve protection and assurance that they will have the care they need when they're wheeled into an emergency room, and sadly it will let insurers spend consumers' hard-earned dollars with no accountability. These things are bad from the standpoint of the public, the consuming public. They are also bad from the standpoint of the taxpayers, because the loss of these provisions is going to run up the cost of Medicare, Medicaid, government retirement plans, and it is also going to run up the cost of plans which are held by private industry for the benefit of their employees. And the situation is going to impact on ordinary citizens who buy their own insurance because they have no one to assure their protection against the abuses which the legislation before the committee would strip the consumers of protection in their enactment. I urge my colleagues to defeat this legislation, to not let it out of the committee, and to have an honest exposition of the abuses we are attacking. This committee will recall that we have worked long and hard to get a national health insurance proposal enacted into law. It isn't what any one of us would want, but it is good enough to do the job that we have need of. It is unfortunate that this legislation is also a part of an ongoing attempt by my Republican colleagues to do away with government regulation. I'm not one who is sitting here to tell you that this regulation is all good. That it would not be true. But the hard fact of the matter is what we are striking at today is not just health care, but it's a part of a pattern which will destroy regulation to protect people from bad foods, bad drugs, to protect people from fraud in the securities industry, to see to it that consumers receive protection through the Consumer Product Safety Commission, and a wide array of other programs that are necessary to protect American consumers. The idea is not to eliminate regulation, but to eliminate bad, unfortunate, and wasteful regulation rather than just striking out broadcast to destroy regulation and to strip the American public of the protections that they need for their safety, for their health, for their financial and economic well-being. I thank you for the time, Mr. Chairman.
Chair thanks the